Victory Christian, the Storm, will be in their road blacks with red trim. They'll move from left to right here to start the first half, and in their home whites with red and black trim, that is the Sagemont Lions, and they will move from right to left when they have possession on your screen. So here we go. Actually underway on time. Good job, FHSAA. Thought we would be pushed back just a little bit. We are not. And Sagemont will have the first possession. Sagemont was in a close battle early and then pulled away late for their win. We'll talk more about both games in just a little bit. That one well off the mark, out of the hands of Gellin. And this is Chris Bernard with it. Tucker Fox, the hero, had it for just a moment. Phenomenal game for him on Tuesday night, including the game winner. In the paint, Bernard spins, looks for some help, finds Tucker Fox. Little push shot from the right of the lane is good. And Victory Christian with the first points. MJ McCalla, who did such good work inside on Tuesday in the paint, gets the first two here tonight. A little bit hard off the glass again, and McCalla with a rebound. Sagemont coming out in looks like maybe a 2-3 defense.
Pretty much what they played the other night. They just extended out and put pressure on you.
And a definite slow start here for the Lions. They have not executed at all on their first 3 or 4 possessions.
Victory comes out in the man-to-man, which pretty much their staple. And we'll see how this thing unfolds.
Victory Christian up here early. McCalla again inside. Nice defense shown there by Patrick Liebert on the block. Quickly back the other way. Knowles lays it on the left side to Matthew Abel, their star player for Sagemont, who came over in the offseason from Berkeley Prep in Tampa. And Bernard picks up his first, and Abel will head to the free throw line for a couple. Second one is through. First points of the night for the Lions. Fox with it. McCalla down low. Around the perimeter quickly. Back on top. That's Morrell. Fox with some trouble and knocked away by Knowles.
Really good job of the zone using the sideline as an extra trapper. I trapped by 3 people when you're up against that sideline.
Yeah, and Fox almost ran out of space there and just did keep the possession alive. Nice look down low to McCalla, who takes it into the paint and lays it in. Avoided the 6'8" forward Kevin Thomas along the way. Biggest player on the floor. Now a drive into the paint and count it. That is Ezra Gellin. So both teams starting to settle in here a little bit. Don't really see any effects at all from that 4 overtime game on Tuesday. Didn't think maybe we would. Now if I had played a 4 overtime game on Thursday, they'd still be administering the IVs, but from the top of the key, Quentin Wilson off the mark. He could be a key tonight for Victory Christian. Wasn't as big a factor maybe Tuesday as could be a factor tonight.
Right. It's good to see him take a nice little open jumper there, getting the rhythm a little bit. This zone is going to give him some opportunity, especially if they keep running through the middle like that.
Liebert on the inbounds play. And Thomas, yes, sir. Got to tell you, as many people as Victory Christian has, and they're all behind us, that whole side is basically full. Sagemont's turned out pretty well as well from all the way down. There's Tucker Fox, yes, sir. Last time we saw him doing that, he ran around the court about 5 times in the celebration airplane mode.
Yep. Good hustle by Bernard there.
And he's going to draw the foul, rewarded for that effort. (7-6) Victory Christian here early. This might be the kind of game where you might not see a double-digit lead either way. And there's Quentin Wilson again. That is a good sign if you're a Storm fan in my book. McCullough in and out. He led all Victory. No, he did not. Fox had 17 in that win. It was a balanced offensive attack for Victory Christian on Tuesday night. Wilson did have 13, but I know his expectation was a little higher than that. Fox led the team with 17. McCullough with 16 to go along with 8 rebounds, which was tops on the team. Couple of free throws upcoming here for McCullough.
Checking in for Sagemont, number 0, Jason Negrin.
One of the big keys on Tuesday night too, Coach, was Victory's three-point shooting. Don't take as many as some, but they were 9 of 17 from beyond the arc in that game.
Yeah, early in that game, I believe that the other team was 4 of 8 in the first quarter, but then they didn't hit another one the rest of the game, so that was a big turnaround for them.
North Tampa Christian led pretty much the entire way until late. 3 ball on the way from deep on the right wing. Yes, sir! That is Jason Negrin. And Victory has its lead trimmed to just a single point now. 3 minutes to go here in the first. Morrell going to launch from distance, and that is off the back of the iron, no good. Morrell did not try a three-pointer on Tuesday. Rebound on the miss to Bernard. Out to Morrell. Don't know if Josiah Scott is one of those ready to come into the game, but he was a huge spark plug on Tuesday.
Yeah, he and Cunningham are at the table ready to check in.
Little turnaround by Wilson, good.
Good to see.
Yep, much better start for Quentin Wilson. He's got 6. Or check that, 4.
He's had 3 really good looks, so that's they're getting him involved early. That's the key.
And he's got it again. Left it for Bernard and now Fox. Sagemont going to stay in its 2-3 base defense. Thomas with the rebound. Thomas with a little delayed dribble, and they're going to call him for the carry, It's kind of a funky move there at the top of the paint, and Thomas is whistled for the turnover.
Checking in for Victory Christian, and number 1, Josiah Scott.
So Josiah Scott indeed checks in. He had 11 points, one of 4 players in double figures. But really it was just his energy, his defense, his scoring. He just kind of brought the team to life. There were a number of heroes as it turned out, but he was the first.
Absolutely.
Tucker Fox, yes, sir. No bigger hero than Fox. And there's a quick answer. Jason Negrin with the 3. So the offense is really starting to heat up here. I think Wilson thought about it and then decided he was not at the best angle deep in the corner there. Good angle there, though, and Quentin Wilson delivers a 3-ball. And right back the other way. It's raining threes here in Lakeland. Patrick Liebert hits nothing but net. Brandon Crotchet, our Victory Christian grad, who is also on the PA tonight, he's going to wear that voice out in a hurry if we keep up this pace. A little too hot for Cunningham to handle.
Yeah, Victory's 7 for 14 from the floor and 3 for 6 from the three-point line. Same thing the other way, 4 for 7 from three-point. So if you like those long balls, this is your game.
Yeah, that's math that works pretty good both ways. Another 3 this time by Negrin. That's off the mark. Rebound inside, up and in. Nice touch by Matthew Abel. Victory's lead back to 1. Sagemont did have an early 6-4 lead. It's the only time they've led. Going to play for a final shot here is VCA. Might want to see if they can find Wilson again. Nice play by Abel on the steal. See if he's going to pull up for a long distance 3. He is.
This will be a great experience for him.
Win, lose, or draw,
right.
Yeah. I always like to hear what the answers is, because sometimes coaches are like, oh yeah, we knew we were good. And then sometimes coaches are like, oh, we got lucky, and now
right.
Everyone else in the world knew they were good, and
right.
They would try and soft sell it. So I'm always interested to hear what coaches and programs kind of think of themselves, honestly, in a self-evaluative moment. And I think your point is well taken. All they've really done is taken the next step. It's not like they came out of nowhere.
Right.
Here's Tucker Fox with it. Certainly Sagemont knows how to take that final step. Fox going to launch from beyond the NBA. 3 doesn't matter. Yes, sir. Tucker Fox now with a 9 in the ball game. And we've got contact and a foul up top. Bernard a little too aggressive with the coverage.
Foul number 3, Chris Bernard, second personal, first team foul.
Bernard giving up quite a bit of size. Bernard's 5'9", guarding the 6'6" Patrick. So that's a little bit of size. So I can understand him putting his hands on him.
And we're going to get another whistle and a quick foul.
Yeah.
Should point out, as we said, Sagemont looking for its 3rd consecutive state title. The last 2 they won were actually 2A championships. They also won a 2A title in 2011 and a 3A title in 2014. But with the realignment and the addition of the rural class, they became a 1A school this year. So the trophies all look the same, if I'm not mistaken, however.
That's right.
And the feeling is just as great. Little dipsy-do from Thomas will not fall. Josiah Scott brings it over the half-court line, gets it back from Wilson. Now Cunningham. Quickly back from Fox. Boy, that one rattled in and out.
Yep.
Cunningham thought he had it. And a jump ball going to be called on the rebound, and the possession arrow will belong to Sagemont here.
Fox being Fox, pesky.
Yeah, I think we called it sticking his nose in everywhere on Tuesday, and yeah, he will do that.
And for Sagemont number 23, Ezra
Doesn't matter the moment, the size of the player, the position on the court. If he's got a chance to make a play, he's going to try to do it. Sagemont, as we said, a little easier trip to the final game tonight. They disposed of Jacksonville Impact Christian 66-53 on Tuesday. Matthew Abel, number 3, out there for Sagemont with a big night, 25 points. Anthony Knowles with a big night on Tuesday as well with 18 and 5 rebounds. New to the Sagemont lineup, coming over from Mater Lakes, where he won a championship as a sophomore. It was a close game in intermission. I'm not sure if everyone fully remembers that. It was just a 4-point lead for Sagemont at the break, 32-28. But a 10-1 run right at the start of the second half, and Impact Christian was never really able to overcome that. Wilson going to draw the late whistle, and that may be a 3. I think he was outside the arc. We'll see if they call it a 3 or not. I'm not even going to try and detail what happened to Victory Christian on Tuesday. Let's just say 4 overtimes will tell as much of a story as you need to know. And if I recall, and correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, and maybe you don't remember, I think you guys were down like 4 points with a minute to go in the 4th overtime.
We were.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, at least metaphorically, that you could have written off the storm in that game.
Absolutely. We were.
Victory by a bucket. Here's Abel, the 25-point scorer a couple of games ago or a couple of nights ago. Has that one rim in and out. McCullough with the rebound. Ahead of the field is Tucker Fox. He's going to look for some help. Finds it in Josiah Scott around the perimeter, and Quentin Wilson making up for what he missed out on Tuesday night. Victory Christian more than holding their own. They lead at 11-8. Turnovers are 2 apiece. And maybe the stat that jumps out most, Victory Christian already with 8 assists in this game. And what's also impressive is of those 8 assists, there are 6 different players that have assists already.
Wow, that's sharing the ball there.
That is the definition of sharing the ball. Liburd connects at the other end. That'll stop a little mini run here for Victory Christian. Wilson in the ball game already with 11. Scott dishes into the left corner. Wilson gets it out on top, launches a tougher 3 there. Michaela with the rebound. Going to step through the defense. Good job by M.J. McCullough. He's just a junior.
Yes.
Cunningham leaves it for Wilson and right back to Cunningham. Scott with it. Drives the baseline, kicks it out to Tucker Fox. 3 on the way, no good. Boy, the way he's played over the last 2 games, you just automatically assume those are going to go in. Matthew Abel going to try and take it 94 feet, and he has a roll off the rim, but Kevin Thomas says, no problem, big guy, I got you.
Yeah, Abel with a nice drive. That was a really good drive to the basket and a good follow-up.
Thomas right there to cut it right back to a 1-point lead now for Victory Christian. Their biggest lead has been 6, but as I said, you get a feeling right from early on that neither team is going to build a really, really big lead in this one. Could be wrong, but to the hoop and a foul. The lane there for Liburd. Finally closed down near the rim, but the foul will be called, and a couple of free throws coming up here as McCullough takes the foul, his first. And Liebert will try and give Sagemont a lead back. They last had one with 5 minutes to go in the first at 4-2.
Number 2, Miles Morrell.
Second one through as well. Full court pressure here, some trouble, and did they throw it off the defender? It will stay Storm basketball.
Sagemont's extending their defense here. We'll see what how Victory handles this press.
Effectively on that throw-in attempt. We'll see how it goes here the second time around. Again in the corner, now over the top. Well done to Cunningham. Fox going to launch. No good. McCullough with a rebound. And he will draw the whistle.
Good job kicking it ahead. Ball got to the middle of the floor, found the left side, and open three. And McCullough's got 8 rebounds.
Wow. Yeah, sometimes over the top is the best way to kind of get it all in one big chunk, if you will. Into McCullough. Drives into the paint. You can see he wants to put it up, and he does. McCullough not going to be denied on that possession. Victory Christian by 2. 3 on the way by Liebert. Yes, sir! Patrick Liebert, the 6'6" senior guard forward, gives Sagemont its first lead since midway through the first. It's just by 1, but it is a lead. Wilson again off the mark there. On the way, another one by Liebert. Yes, sir, back-to-back threes. And Sagemont now 3 of 6 suddenly from beyond the arc. Their biggest lead of 4. Trouble with the pressure again, and Thomas ahead of the field looks for Gellin. He draws the foul, or no, he did not draw the foul. I think they're going to call the turnover. Much to the disappointment of the Sagemont faithful. A lot of them wearing white and black and orange shirts with 3 emblazoned on their chest in their quest for a three-peat. Little 14-foot turnaround, nicely done by Scott. Or actually, that was Bernard, not Scott on the basket. Drive by Knowles, and it rolls off the front of the rim. Quickly back the other way, this is Bernard again. Just checked in. 3 on the way, off the front of the rim, no good, short by Wilson. He gets up the long rebound. Cunningham going to look from distance. That's off the mark. Wilson almost got another rebound and does. Wilson dishes to Cunningham. Nice defensive block in there by Gellin. All ball.
Great hustle by
both ends.
Yeah, both ends, but that was pretty impressive there, that defensive stop. So the Lions really hustling around the rim. Could have just folded there and gave an easy layup. But
yeah, conceded, and they did not. Yep. Yeah, Ezra Gellin was the one who came over and made that block. Those are the kind of plays that win championships.
Yep.
Liebert has been heated up, but misses his last couple now from the left corner. And Scott will bring it quickly over the timeline, leaves it for Tucker Fox. Back to Scott. Final minute and a half. Nice look inside, and again, good defense by Liebert. He got a piece. Gellin, or rather, Knowles with it. Dish underneath, nicely done. That was Gellin with the look down low to Liebert. So a pretty assist, pretty finish. Sagemont by 4. Wilson going to kick it out. This is Fox with it, back to Wilson. Tucker Fox going to take it now outside the NBA 3 line. That is the dark blue line. The high school 3 line is the white line. Nice look down low to McCullough. I think if he had taken it right to the rack, right on the pass, he would have been better than, what did they used to call that? The idiot dribble.
Yep.
Somebody's got some snacks next door. Up and in at the buzzer, and Sagemont is going to go to the half with their biggest lead of 6. Sometimes doubts can creep in, and as you pointed out, that second quarter, especially late, that's when some of the doubts started to creep in. So Victory Christian will lose it on their first possession, and running from left to right in the white is Sagemont, and drawing the foul right away is Patrick Liebert, who had a very, very nice first quarter, or first half rather. We'll take a look at some of those stats. In fact, Liebert leads all scorers with 14 in the game. He also has 3 assists. The only player in double figure scoring for Sagemont. The leading rebounder for the Lions was Abel, who otherwise was fairly quiet, to be honest. You hold Matthew Abel to 5 points and a half, and you would think that's a job well done defensively, because Abel had 25 Tuesday night, and he comes in as their leading scorer. And Anthony Knowles, who was their second leading scorer on Tuesday night, had just 3 points. So to hold Abel and Knowles to 8 points combined in a half, you would think is a big win for the Victory Christian defense, but Liebert has picked up the slack.
You always need that guy to step up, and Patrick has done it here.
Yep, he has been the difference really so far. 13 of 27, 28 from the floor for Sagemont. And there's a 3 that'll help the cause to be sure of Tucker Fox. Who else? Another 3 look the other way, and right away an answer, and it's Liebert again. Boy, talk about stepping up. He's got 19 now. Fox leading scorer for Victory Christian with 12. And Wilson, who had a very nice first half as well, especially early, with 11. Victory Christian shooting 42%, 38% from beyond the arc. Steal back by McCullough. Going to try and use his size to get inside, then instead dishes it out. Fox going to drive the paint this time. Little floater from the middle of the lane is good. Chances on the other side for Victory Christian. The Storm just 2 of 4 from the line, and only one person in some foul trouble. That is Morrell, who started but hasn't seen a lot of time. He's back out there now. He is playing with 3 fouls. Is this Liebert again off the back iron? Yeah. Well, why not? He is the one that is absolutely most dialed in. Wilson going to take the extra dribble, launch, and off the back iron. Fox with a rebound, however. Morrell. Bernard taking it to the hoop, just a little short with that effort. By the way, we have not mentioned, because it hasn't actually been needed, but we are playing this game with a shot clock. Here's McCullough back the other way. Off the glass, no good. That smarts a little bit. And this will be out of bounds. It'll be off of Sagemont. So tell me, I was not aware that that was even an option, because I don't ever remember a game here in the tournament using a shot clock. So is that a new option this year, and how does that work exactly?
So it is a new option this year. Both teams have to agree. You have to give the written permission within 24 hours before the game. So immediately when our game is over, we went over and said we want to do it. We knew that Sagemont did too. We wanted to do it in the game previous.
Against North Tampa, right.
Which that would have been nice, especially in those 4 overtimes, because they held the ball in 3 of the overtimes on us. So I kind of like it for that very reason. It's been, as you said, non-effective right now.
Yeah, I actually forgot about the fact until I looked up at the score clock during halftime to see how much time was left in halftime, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. There's a shot clock in this game.
But you get a close game, and you want that ball back, and you play good defense for 20 or so seconds. No need to foul, because you're going to get that ball back in 10 or 12 more seconds. So I kind of like it for especially this game, but it was an option this year, and I talked with Coach Fitz, and he says, yeah, we want to do it. So
And that's really to the advantage of teams that do want to play up tempo, because other teams then can't just take the air out of the ball, which is a tried and true strategy sometimes against teams that are maybe a little more athletic, a little more quick. So it is a 35-second shot clock, and I don't think we've gotten into single digits on any possession. They've mostly been just like this, and that's an athletic move again by Patrick Liebert. My goodness, is he having a game. 21 now. Wilson in some trouble, and he loses it. Here comes Knowles back the other way. Knowles going to take it all the way. No good. Liebert fouls. My goodness. Patrick Liebert cannot be stopped at the moment. And Sagemont surges to a 12-point lead, and Liebert has 23.
Just like that, a 6-0 run. Now you're down double digits. So, yeah, need to get a good possession here.
Been all Liebert, or mostly Liebert.
Yes.
Long distance look by Wilson. He was hot early, has not been as hot late. He's just a freshman. Good turnover. And then losing the dribble is Josiah Scott. Well, Josiah Scott and Tucker Fox were spark plugs on Tuesday. They're going to have to reprise those roles here again tonight. 12 was the deficit heading into the fourth. In that game, it's 12 now. And we still have half the third quarter to play. So Abel drives the lane right side, and he is heard from. As we said, the remarkable part is he and Knowles have combined in this game for a grand total of 14 points. I believe they combined for something like 42 on Tuesday. Nice bounce pass to Wilson in the paint, and he is fouled. It'll be on the floor, so it'll be no shots.
Foul number 3, Matthew Abel, second personal, first team foul, Storm ball.
Dangerous pass there.
Yeah. Storm lucky to keep possession, and nicely done by Josiah Scott. A large Victory Christian fan base behind us, imploring for a little defense here. Going to need it more than once, but a good time to start for sure. Thomas on the step back, off the rim, no good, and that is a good defensive rebound in there by Cunningham. Scott with it again. Kicks it to Wilson. Wilson drives, and the blocking foul going to be called. Wilson might have been a little shaken up there.
Foul number 5, Patrick Liebert, first personal, second team foul, Storm ball.
Well, I can tell you one group of people that it's pretty excited to see Liebert's performance tonight as Fox fires from the corner, no good. That's the coaching staff at Coastal Carolina, because that's where Liebert will be taking his talents next year.
Foul number 4, Kevin Thomas, second personal.
Thomas going to be whistled for the foul. Just did get it in there. Boy, chance for 2 or 3 whistles there. There were none.
Right.
And that plays to the advantage of Victory Christian as Josiah Scott hits, but then Matthew Abel has a quick answer at the other end. I think 85 or 86 when we got a fax machine.
Right.
And no one had to drive the copy 20 miles away to be typeset. So long live the fax. Cunningham to Wilson and back to Cunningham. Good look inside to Scott. Fox gonna leave it off for Josiah now. A lot of movement, not much in the way of a lot of space to really free up for a good look. Cunningham. And there is the first time we've had the shot clock come into play all night. Cunningham had to obviously force up a real quick and difficult shot at the buzzer. Like I said, I don't even remember it being inside 10, much less down to the final second. So kind of a surprise. 3 on the way. Saved by Abel. Abel steps back in bounds, fires. Boy, that's a sequence, huh? Talk about a basketball player. Hustles to save it, steps back in bounds, gets the pass back and drains a 3. And it's 56-40.
Back-to-back threes for Abel. He's starting to feel it a little bit here, I think.
McCullough hustles to save it. Victory Christian really needs a bucket or 2 here in the final minute. Josiah Scott almost came down with it. Just got rid of it at the last second. Fox going to launch. Off the rim, no good. Well, if there is a comeback tonight for Victory Christian, it's going to be even bigger. On the alley-oop to Kevin Thomas. They were down 12 after 3 on Tuesday, and it's going to be bigger tonight. McCullough. There's a nice power move inside. They've done a pretty good job overall, though, containing McCullough. He's got 11, kind of quietly. Abel from long distance off the rim, no good, and that is how the third quarter will come to a conclusion. Well, plenty of work to be done by Victor.
Yeah, guys, Patrick Liebert actually missed 15 games this season due to a dislocated finger. Coach Rose said he was on the bench the whole time coaching the squad, and that a lot of the younger players had to step up and fill in to get them this far. It's part of why he says Patrick is one of his most impactful players. Without him, you can expect for 20 points on the floor to be gone. He already has 23 here tonight.
And that certainly says, Coach, a lot about the young man, besides him being a basketball talent, being there, being part of the program, looking to contribute even though he can't be out on the floor. That's kind of one of those intangibles and valuables that coaches really appreciate.
Yeah, it's very easy when you're injured, you know you're not going to play, to check out. But he didn't check out, which is super important for his team. They know that he's behind it. So when he gets back, boy, they're going to pull for him even more. So that shows some real leadership right there.
And you can kind of hit the ground running. You know, you're still very much involved in the film sessions and the strategy sessions, and I'm sure he was on the floor doing things that didn't necessarily involve having to dribble or shoot a lot. But yeah, that's pretty neat that Liebert was able to contribute like that off the floor. Tonight it's all been on the floor. Trying to set up Abel again, couldn't do it. Thomas going to take a little fadeaway jumper from the left baseline, and that's no good.
Tough shot there.
Yeah, that was. But he did draw the whistle.
Yep.
First personal, first team foul. Shoot 2, Kevin Thomas.
Saw a little more effort on defense, just that possession right there. Going to have a lot of that here, and some real stops down here in the wire.
Yeah, if there is a comeback in the offense, it'll start at the defensive end, that's for sure.
Yep.
One of 2 from Thomas. On the game, he's got 7 points. Abel up to 15, and Liebert, of course, with 23. Fox, yes, sir! That'll help the cause. Lead is 14. See if they can build on this defensively now. Knowles kicks it out. Abel from long range off the rim, no good. Rebound, and there's a hard foul. Yes, good job by Liebert to climb and grab that rebound. Not only a leader in points, but tied for the team lead in rebounds with 6. So he'll shoot a couple here. MJ McCullough whistled for the foul. 2 on him. Well, the good news if you're Victory Christian is there's only one senior on this roster or on the floor. That is Josiah Scott. Excellent sixth man, but basically this entire roster should be back next year for the Storm, and I don't know if you should say it's an unexpected run to the finals or not, but it doesn't really matter. It'll pay some dividends next year for sure.
Right. Two guys that were really factored into a lot of the offense this year, Arik and who's out with a knee injury, 6'10", freshman, big kid, and Thok, both 6'8". They'll be back next year too, but they've had to sit for a long time with these knee injuries, so they both had surgery.
Yeah, and as a coach, you certainly fantasize about how 6'8" and 6'10"
Right.
would make a difference out there.
But I will give credit to Coach Fitzgerald. That was the plan, and in the fall, that's what they were working on.
Mm-hmm.
And when they both went down, it was you had to flip it really quick and come up with a different idea.
And they've done a good job on the boards. Knowles with a good job from the right corner. Another three ball. Morrell tried to lob it in for McCullough, and that was deflected away. Here's Thomas. Boy, there's an exclamation point.
Yeah. Getting a little bit out of hand here. We got to get a bucket here.
Wilson short. Good play by Fox to get the rebound. Wilson a little tight into the basket. Fox didn't shoot the three there. Morrell thought about it and then backed it out. Lead is suddenly ballooned to 21.
Yeah.
McCullough drives, puts it up, no good. Good job batting out the rebound to Fox from the right corner. He can't get it to fall. Fox going to get another look. Actually, it'll be Morrell now. And Morrell is off the rim. Just a little out of sync offensively here. Good movement, but ultimately not getting as good as shots maybe as they would like.
That was a wild scramble there.
Yeah, that was. Whew. Fox was fouled, and he will somewhat wearily stagger to the free throw line. And it's very possible that 4 overtime game on Tuesday night didn't show up early, but it might be. That was only a 6-point game at the break. 35-29, if I recall. And yeah, they've been, as they would say in horse racing parlance, much the better here in the second half, at least to this point.
Fox made the first, so he definitely has some legs left, but he's a pretty good free throw shooter at 84%.
Yeah, that's on the much better than just pretty good scale.
Yep. Wow, they can break the press and then they're off, and extra step there, but really good job moving the ball. No dribble against the press at all. They move the ball and get it down the floor.
I'm surprised that Sagemont agreed to the shot clock. I mean, it's like irrelevant to them.
Right.
I don't think it matters if it was a 1 or a 51-point game. Quentin Wilson heard from again. 13 in the game now. Victory Christian with 3 players in double figures in scoring, but from behind, Wilson, no, that's Cunningham, and he'll be whistled for the reach.
Yeah, we've got 3 guys out there bent over with their hands on their knees. They're a little weary.
Yeah. Abel brings it the length of the floor. Gives it to Liebert, who, unless something unexpected happens, is a pretty strong contender to be our United States Marine Corps player of the game.
He's got my vote.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that at all.
Really good strategy here by Coach Rowe. He went 5 out. Wow, what a finish.
Well, if there was a question, maybe Liebert just answered it there, flying through the lane. All he needed was tights and a cape on that play.
Yep. Coach Rowe put him 5 out, and then whoever MJ was guarding gave him the ball. So now we have, what, 6'3", 6'4", guarding the rim.
Right.
Really smart, really good job there. But that's the luxury of having 5 guys that can handle the basketball.
Yeah. Thomas a little out of control and turns it over. Bernard with it. Fox from somewhere around Frostproof. Couldn't get it to go.
When I first moved to Polk County and someone said Frostproof, I said, that's a town? Is that for real, the name?
The home of the illustrious Ben Hill Griffin,
yes, sir.
whose name is still ablazoned atop Florida Field in Gainesville. Almost bought the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at one time. Sure, he didn't live life with a lot of regrets, but that might have been one of them.
Turned out to be a pretty good franchise, isn't it?
Yeah, well, pretty good investment in the NFL. He loved football. Played some basketball too in high school back in the 20s, but football was his first passion for sure. Interesting story about him, since the stadium is named in his honor. He was at Florida Field when it opened for the first ever game, November 8th, 1930.
Wow.
He was a freshman in Gainesville that year, and his mom and dad came up to visit. It was Parents' Weekend, and it's the only time his parents ever visited him on campus, and 60 years later, Thomas hits the deck hard on a lot of contact from Cunningham.
That's a hard foul. Yeah.
And they will call it intentional. The lead at 18 here with 3:46 to go.
Sagemont ball.
Nice defense there by Josiah Scott. Going to try and go the distance, and that one is rejected. Was that Thomas, I think, at the other end? And here's Abel with authority. Abel up to 15 now. Reach in foul there. That might be against Liburd.
Foul number 3, Matthew Abel. 4th personal, 4th team foul.
Actually, it was Abel on the reach. Liburd was there as well. Nice inbounds play to Quentin Wilson. Count the putback. It was more accidental than intentional on the putback, but they'll take it. And the foul.
Foul number 30, Anthony Knowles. 3rd personal, 5th team foul. Checking in for Victory Christian, number 2, Miles Morrell. To complete the 3-point play.
Victory goes with 5 guards here. They're going to definitely extend the defense 94 feet. McCullough goes out. Try to make something happen here in the last 3 minutes.
Not that it will probably matter, but that was the 4th foul on Abel, by the way.
Once again, over the top, did a really good job.
Just thinking Sagemont has really not been bothered by the pressure at all.
Not at all.
I can't remember hardly a time that they struggled to get it over the half-court line in any dramatic way. And there's Liburd to clean things up one more time. Patrick Liburd will finish his career at Sagemont with another championship and memories of a spectacular performance. Good for that young man. Steal by Abel. He's come on strong in the second half too. You know you weren't going to keep those guys down long.
Right.
Abel with 17 now. But it's been Patrick Liburd's world we've just all been living in at 29 in the game for Liburd. Knowles, and he takes the walk. Forgot to dribble the basketball. Might have thought he was Michael Jordan there for a moment. His steps aren't quite that big. Fox with 16 in the ball game. He and Wilson the leading scorers for Victory Christian. Thomas will, they're going to call a foul the other way, as this might be on Liebert off the ball, or it's on Thomas.
Yep. Uses off and a hook in on the post. So
was on Thomas, okay. Both teams going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. Again, not that it matters. Nice look inside for Josiah Scott. Rejected in there by Thomas. And then Liebert, our United States Marine Corps player of the game, with another rebound. Nicely done there by Josiah Scott. Liebert a rebound short of a double-double. Abel with it. Stops, pops, yes, sir.
He's had a really good second half.
Boy, has he.
Wow. These guys, he's worked all year in practice. Some minutes here.
Looks like Victory Christian's going to do the same.
MJ McCall.
Free ball from the right corner, count it.
Coach Rose really done a nice job with this program. These kids believe what they're doing. They play hard, they play the right way. Fun to watch these guys.
By the way, that was Jaden Clendenin who hit that corner three. That sent the Sagemont bench into another wave of ecstasy. They love it when some of the bench guys, look, they know they're not going to get a lot of minutes, and the starters know they're not going to get a lot of minutes off those guys off the bench either, but they're important parts of what happens.
Absolutely.
They're at practice every day. They're providing the defense that they may see in a game, and it's not that they're not working hard either. So it's nice when you can have a moment like that and see that reward. Charlie Cohen, a 7-foot sophomore, into the game as well. You can see him, number 10, there in the screen. Final 15 seconds in Lakeland, and foul away from the ball there. Is that how you pronounce the last name? Lucky guess on my part. Nope. They're on their feet here at the RP Funding Center. So are, in fact, a lot of the Victory Christian fans. They know they have seen something special, as well as Clendenin hits another. And the celebration is on here in earnest now. A three-peat for the Sagemont.